Hi everyone, it's Brett here from Metropole. Well, with a lot of home buyers and investors getting into the market this year, I see a rise in the townhouse and the apartment market really starting to show an interest. People are not choosing to move further out, they want to stay close to where the action is. And apartments and townhouses are looking the way to go. So I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to talk to you a little bit about body corporate fees and what they are. It's a bit of a necessary evil for homeowners and investors because it does raise a fee every quarter, usually or every half year, to contribute to the sinking fund, and it can be a good opportunity to talk to you about the fees and what they actually are. Generally, body corporate fees, there's three types of fees that people will pay. The first two are quite common. It's an administration levy. That's for the general day-to-day upkeep, running of the property, mowing the lawns, keeping the common areas tidy, insurances and little things like that, to keep things up to date and on track. The second one is more about a sinking fund, they call it, and that's a longer term, bit of an insurance policy. You know, if there's common areas in the older buildings, there might be new roofs or balconies that needs to be fixed. In the newer apartments and complexes, there might be pools that need to have problems or pipe works and things like that. So it's a bit of an insurance policy, and I think it's a valid type of fee because I think a lot of homeowners don't budget for repairs and maintenance and things like that. So it can be a forced way of doing that, and I bet you're going to be very, very relieved when the time comes that you've got that sinking fund if there are repairs involved. The third one is quite, I guess, a bit more uncommon, and that's raising a special levy. And that's, in the event that there's quite a substantial, maybe a new roof or maybe some repairs that need to be done that are outside the sinking fund scope, and perhaps the body corporate wants to leave a little bit of a buffer in that sinking fund. So they'll generally raise a special levy for all owners to contribute to share the load. So that's what the body corporate fees are. They cover all types of things, particularly in common areas. They cover things like repainting, roofing, balconies, common areas like pools and barbecues and things like that in the newer complexes, elevators and lifts. As you can imagine, the more types of bells and whistles that properties have, like pools and gyms and spas, the rise and the cost of the body corporate fees are going to be significantly higher, particularly with elevators and pools and those types of things. Whereas the small boutique complexes, they're much more manageable and they're much more attractive, particularly for homeowners, but also for investors. What is covered under building insurance? Well, like I said, it's more those common areas and bigger picture things like structural issues, repairs and maintenance and those kinds of factors. If you're looking for things like your general insurance, obviously on the complex and things like that is covered, but your contents insurance isn't covered. Any repairs on your property, such as toilet blockages or putting in an air conditioner or something like that, and also council. Some utilities can be covered if there's a shared complex or shared utility that will be covered. But generally speaking, those types of things are covered by the person living in the property. So I've written a great article that really goes into depth here. We can talk a little bit more about how to calculate body corporate fees, what happens with late fees, and some really important things to bear in mind. I'll include a copy of that link to the article, but again, it is a bit of a necessary evil. I think it's a really valuable thing for a lot of homeowners to have that safety net and that buffer, because with housing and things like that sometimes it can't be there. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea of body corporate fees and what they are, what they can contribute to. But there's some really good detail in the link attached. So thanks for watching.